Folks, on this fishing trip I ran into a brush pile. It's a very windy day. Please forgive the wind. But I want to show you how I fished this. I want to show you how I fished this brush pile on a windy day. Okay, and I was trying to use weedless jigs, and I used a couple open jigs too. All right, they didn't have the weed guard I made on them. All right, and I fished this brush pile and I caught some nice crappie off of it, and I kept a couple to eat. First time I've done that this year, and I've caught hundreds of crappie this year. But I caught a couple. I think I kept 5. One of them was hook bad, so I kept him. Then I said, well, I might as well go ahead and keep something to eat. And I kept 4 over 14 inches. They were 14 to 14 3/4. All right? All right, but just giving you an intro to how this video is going to go, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you for subscribing, guys. Thank you for watching Fishing Lake Country. My name is Dennis, and I thank you for it. Appreciate it so much. Guys, hope you enjoy this video. Hey guys, I'm fishing a brush pile here now. I came up on a brush pile off this bank. So I was going from one boathouse to another. So I threw at it. Just kicking along fishing. This fat little thing, about 10 inches. Alright guys, I'm catching a couple off some brush here. The wind's blowing at me, so what I've done, he's had part bass. What I've done is I got downwind of the brush pile. The brush pile's out in front of me, to my left just a little bit. Boy, he nailed it. And what I done was got downwind from it. Alright guys, there's the top of a tree in the water right there. And what I done was got downwind from it. And there's bright yellow spots of fish. Now I've caught 2 off of it, and I showed you. So my point of this video is get downwind of the brush pile. I'm gonna cast into the wind, come back with the current, which is with the wind. See a fish around here. Okay, bring it across that brush pile. They get active when it's like this. It's supposed to be a storm coming in tonight, and they get active like this sometimes before the weather changes and so forth. And storms come in, so it's a little windy. I know y'all hear it. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can catch one off of it. Keep an eye on it there now. What I'm doing is casting into the wind like that. Now my jig can be hard to see at times. I'm going to start real slow. If I don't see it, I must go real slow. I seen a fish move, so keep reeling. I felt the thump. Alright, there you go. Got one. Alright. I see a couple more come off the brush pile. Oops, he's going this way. He's into the trolling motor. All right, there you go. It's a small one. It's a small one. I need to keep. I like to keep about 4 today, so I need to catch one about twice that big. I ain't gonna keep unless it's 10, 11 inches area anyway. All right, let's see if we can do that again. I'm gonna line up to where it's at. It's right here, right in there. Now I can't see I see it just now. I don't see it all the time. If I don't see it, let's say a couple feet. The top of the brush pile is about 4 feet. All right, I see one come up and bump it. There he is, right there. Got him. Got him. He's a little bit bigger. I don't know what he's doing here. Hope he's that big, guys. Actually, he's a little bit bigger. My towel out of the way here. Oh yeah, he is a nice one. I said I need a bigger one to eat. I told my wife I might bring a couple home today. Good gosh, he's a pig. Wow, buddy. Look at that, guys. Look at that. What do you think of that one? All right, let's see. That's a nice crappie right there, guys. That's a nice crappie right there, guys. You think he's 15 inches? I know y'all just waiting for me to, guess. They're building a house and a boat dock behind me. Oh my goodness. I was gonna say 14 and a half, but that area is a 14. He's 14 and a quarter, guys. He ain't play still. I figured he was in that 14ish area. Get your butt up there. There he is, guys. He's 14 and 3/4. I figured he was in that area. We'll keep him. I'm gonna keep about 4 to eat. Y'all don't see me do this very often. You know, I think I kept fish last year one time. And you see the limbs on that treetop now, can't you? See my jig falling? There's a fish out. Seen the fish move, but I haven't got a bite yet. All right, oh, one hit me. All right, guys, I got another one. I got this little 2-pound test rod here now with the open jig. It doesn't have a weed guard on it, so I didn't want to stop and tie on another one. So I just do this one. Anytime you get a brush pile like it, you get hung up. But worst thing you can do is go over there and monkey with it. Oh, he thinks oh, he's a nice one too. I might catch bruffers right here. It's calling for rain tomorrow. I can't work in the rain because I don't have any. Oh, he's a nice one. I don't have any inside work, so good gosh, guys, I got into some big ones right here. See, you never know. Look at that one. He's a good 13 inch or 2, isn't he? Y'all think he's mean? Y'all think he's 13? All right, look here. I'm gonna hold his head up here. Oh gosh, he's 14 and a half. Got a 14 and 3/4 and a 14 and a half. That's 2 nice ones to eat, isn't it? Now I don't need but one more like that, and I'll have enough for supper for just my wife and I. Okay. So the wind's moving to my boat so much, it's hard for me to even know where my jig is sometimes. Here we go. We're gonna do it this time. I'll have to tie another weedless head on. The weedless head, so I let it come on through it. If I get hung up, I get hung up. And you'll be surprised how well it comes through it. I made a video on fishing brush piles. There you go, guys. Live action. Yeah, I made a video on fishing brush piles and using weedless heads. 3 ways to work with weedless. I need to stop and put one on, done. And you still, even the weedless type head, guys, you're gonna get hung up. You get them right down on a fork or something like that, you're gonna get hung up. Oh, that's a nice fish too. I picked a good place to decide to eat a couple, didn't I? I thought, you know what, I might not catch anything worthwhile to keep to eat. I kept one small because he was hooked bad. And I destroyed the jig getting him out of there. Alright guys, I actually bent the hook to get that hook out of there. There's 4 nice fish. Oh my gosh, this can't be a crappie. Now guys, I switched to a Kietech, 2-inch Kietech. And this rod's got a little bit more tip than the other rods I was using to. Yeah, it's a crappie. This rod has more tip than the other 2 than the Shakespeare's. This is a Wally Marshall. I have to remember when I switched to that, when I switched to this rod, that it has more tip, makes the fish feel bigger. Well, he is a nice one. But I switched to a Kietech. Somebody asked me just last night on the comments, somebody asked me what's one of my favorite swim baits. And I said this Kietech right here. You never used one. Look at that one, guys. He's 14 incher and 14 and a half. Alright guys. I got 4 14-inch fish in there. Hey folks. There's a couple of them I kept to eat. I kept 4 like that was 14 inches. Okay, that size. This one is 14 and 7/8, 14 and 3/4. Put those back in there. But anyway, what I done, y'all can still hear the wind blowing, I'm sure. Let me turn y'all close here. What I done was, I got downwind, so the wind was blowing to me. I done that for a couple of reasons. First of all, I threw into the wind, my line was coming straight at me. I could control my bait better. I could hold my rod down a little bit if I needed to. If you're throwing sideways to the wind, you got a bow in your line like this, right? And it's pulling your jig the whole time. It's pulling to the left or whatever, whichever way the wind's blowing. All right, if that helps you, if you can get a brush pile or something like that and find fish on it, get downwind from it, throw into the wind, you can control your bait better, okay? You can hold your rod close to the water, you can hold it in the water and the wind won't affect it at all, right? But you still have a little current, and that way your bait's coming with that current because the wind's causing some current, right? Especially on the top layer of the water. These fish wasn't down about 4 to 6 foot and about 10 foot of water on this treetop. That's what it was. It's a treetop there. Okay, here's why I keep on talking about the weedless head. This is just mono. See, it's easy to pull down. But if a crappie bites down on it and puts it in his mouth, you got him. You need 4 or 6 pound test. 2 pound test doesn't work good on this weed guard because you can't pull it down as good, right? You got to just hook a little hard. 2 pound test, I just start reeling. I just left it reel. With this, you can pull a little harder with the 4 pound test and 6, and you can pull that down in their mouth. And it will still get hung up, but it's going to save you a lot of times not getting hung up, okay? But still, if you get in the fork the right way, guys, it doesn't matter if it's weedless or not, it's going to hang up. I was using baby shad, different colors, okay? This is like, I think this is called lemon tea and stuff like that. And I had a crystal shad color that was really doing good. I don't know what I've done with it. But guys, look, see, I've got about 40 colors probably. You don't need that many colors. I said this before, guys. I don't know what I've done with it. And I was using a blue one too. Here's the blue one. This blue worked good today, okay? Called Blue Thunder. But anyway, and I use blue ice too. Anyway, when the water's clear, it's getting clearer here, but it's been for a long time. We probably got 2 foot visibility. Go to more natural looking colors, light blues, natural. When the water's stained, you go to brighter colors, okay? That's what you gotta remember. And chartreuse always works good on a cloudy day and stained water. And I was using the same rods I always use, guys, the 7 foot light action rods. And this Wally Monster rod has a lot of tip to it. It's got more tip than the Shakespeare rods have. And when I switch over to it, I forget about that sometimes. And I catch a fish, I go like, oh my gosh, because that rod gives more. It doesn't have the backbone, and it gives more. And it makes those fish feel really big. But hey, that's what we're out here for, right? You want to fight the fish and enjoy them. That's why I like casting and reeling, guys. I got a 10-foot pole. Y'all see me use that some, and I pitch out with it. But I'm not much, and I'll do some of this where I just hold a 10-foot rod and jig some. I do some of that, but I rather cast and reel. I enjoy that more. Hey guys, there you go, some tips for you. You know, fishing in the wind and fishing a brush pile. Get on the downwind side of it. Also, you can control your trolling motor better, especially if you got spot lock. I hit it and she stays there pretty good. She was seesawing some. And if you don't have spot lock, it's still easier to sit there and tap your trolling motor once in a while than it is try to keep running around the brush pile. Because if you get above it, the wind's gonna push you on top of it, right? Hey guys, fishing lake country. See you next time.